guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're at it again, but this time, completely different game that you guys will maybe have heard of, but you haven't seen me play it. Today, the goal is going to be to give you a nice walkthrough of how to do the deposit on Entry Point. Entry Point is a Roblox FPS game that you cannot play on mobile, even with a controller. But you can play it on Xbox, PC, whatever else it's on. I don't know what else it's on, so. But you can do this with. This particular strategy works with, I believe, any amount of people. I haven't done it by myself before, so this could go very poorly, but my friend is currently unable to join me. I'm going to show you the stealth way first and the loud way second. Alright, so here's step one. So step one, if you're going with plan A, and just to open the vault, just walk over here. If there is no guard in this area, you can shoot out this window with a suppressed pistol. And then I'm playing as a hacker, so I can get through here, but if you're not, you might want to use a silent drill or something. And come up behind this guy, hold them at gunpoint so you have a chance to interrogate them and get some information potentially. They give up the safe combination. Okay, good to know. Then you can knock them out. Do not kill them, because if you kill them, you will not be able to take their disguise. Once you've done that, you're going to want to find the second guard that is in the basement. That was close. Come in here. Okay, now that you've taken both of these guards out, I'm going to grab what I will need, which is going to be my keycard hacker, my drill, my keycard hacker. Actually, I'm not going to need my keycard hacker. I'm just going to want to grab a regular keycard, because there is one right there. But if you have a keycard hacker and your friend doesn't, let them get the regular keycard. Next, you're going to want, if you're a hacker, definitely hack security cameras. Security cameras can totally screw you over in this. But I mean, it's just generally more difficult if you don't. It's not impossible, but it is much harder. There are two upsides to taking the regular keycard, by the way, as opposed to the keycard hacker. The keycard hacker takes up double the space of a keycard, and you are suspicious while using it, whereas a regular keycard, you do not become suspicious while using it, and it only takes up one inventory slot. Now, you do become conspicuous when using it, but you're not suspicious. Well, I'm actually going to trap this room. You don't have to do this. I'm just going to do this just in case. With a proximity mine. However, there is a chance with this proximity mine. I have not actually gotten one to go off. There is a chance that it will be loud and alert people, but I do not know, as I have never actually used one before. Now, the guards and the manager are the ones you have to worry about. If they look at you for too long, even with a disguise on, they will recognize that it is in fact not somebody who works here, and they will get upset. Now, next you're going to want to go into this room right here. It's a security room. threaten this guy. He'll drop you his key card. You can interrogate him. He might give you more information. He didn't have any new information. Okay, either way, you can knock him out. This is where you'll get a third disguise if you're playing with 3 people. And yes, you will want disguises for everyone. This becomes virtually impossible without a disguise for every person. And then I recommend hacking camera access, just because. Then you do now have free reign of the cameras. What I recommend doing now is just whenever you see a chance to knock somebody, take it. Like, if there's anybody in here by themselves, take your chance and knock them. Like this guy back here. This is why it's helpful to play with more than one person. They can watch for you and let you know if there's somebody coming. But it's not really a big deal. However, when there's a whole lot of people right here like this, don't do it, because they'll see the body and you will no longer be in stealth. They will ring the cops and you will then have to go loud. It becomes a waiting game at this point. By the way, I failed to mention there are 3 different places that the vault or the safe containing the key card can be. It can be in the first security room, the second security room, or in this office right here, which we will get into in a minute. By the way, if you need to take a break like I do right now, you can always head back into here, and you should be fine. As you can see, I just went and took about 2.5-3 minute break. Been sitting in this office the whole time and was completely fine. Because nobody will ever come in this office, except for the guard that is in here at the beginning. If on the off chance somebody does, for some like weird reason, you might be screwed. Because that's where you've been stashing all your bodies if you're like me. Here's when things get annoying. So when you are ready to essentially start a ticking time bomb, you may drill through these doors. Here's the thing with the ticking time bomb. Now you can also shoot out the lock, but with a drill you can get it ready to go at any second. And it kind of gives you something to do too. Now if you get it like almost done, your progress will stay when you do it the next time. Next time you go to drill through it, your progress will still be there. You'll still be mostly drilled through it. So you can get it pretty close so that next time when you start drilling, it's ready to go. Now here is where you need to deal with those last few people. Because if you do not deal with everybody, they will see those broken locks, and they will get upset at you. They will call the police if they see a broken lock. Which is why this becomes difficult. Now, especially when you're by yourself. Because what you can do is you can shoot one and carry the other, but that is a very large risk. Now there's a chance you can get one without alerting the other, which is what I'm going to try. I'm going to try it on this guy since he's sitting behind that guy. However, if that guy tries to move, I will shoot him. This could end my whole run. It did not. That was a very risky move. Now with this guy, once you're completely certain there's only one person left, just make sure they are not in view of the lobby, or in view of the teller's desks. If they're like at the printer or something that's very close to the lobby and the teller's desk, so there's a chance they'll get mad. If they're too close to like a window as well, civilians might see you. But other than that, you're pretty much home free at this point. Once you've taken out all moving employees, you don't really have to worry about a whole lot. It's not like bad, but you are considered trespassing while you're in here. Now if you're a hacker, you can go ahead and start hacking this. Otherwise, I don't know how you get the code. I genuinely don't know if you're not a hacker. Here's what you're going to do in here. You're going to search for the target box. You simply search through all the bookshelves until you get it. Oh, I got it first try. That saves me a lot of time. Now once this hack finishes, you come over here, you get the intel. Now that is the vault code. What you have to do now is run down there, back to the basement. And by the way, those proximity mines will never go off for you or any of your teammates. They will only go off for the employees and guards and stuff. Here's where things get a little bit tricky, and I've never done this before, so it might be easy and it might be hard. Here's the thing, there are heat sensors in the vault, so if you just barge right in, you will get caught. The police will be called. So what you now really want to do is go turn that off. Here's the problem. Once you turn it off, you have 40 seconds to get in, grab the loot, and get the heck out. Why? Because power to the vault, to the sensors, reboots after 40 seconds. So actually what I just realized is I don't want these keycards anymore, because they will screw me over. What I want is my drill and this. This is a breaching charge. You get them in a perk. You might not be able to do it without this perk if you are by yourself, unless you manage to go quite quickly. Or if you're an engineer, I believe you get like a perk that allows you to do this or whatever. And you have to sabotage the transformer. You can slap a breaching charge on. Now you can choose to detonate this whenever you're ready, which is good. Once you detonate those charges, wait for it to tell you. You have 40 seconds. Once you do that, go directly to your vault. You drill through it. You must take this, and here's what you do. You can take this cash, it's not a requirement, but it will give you extra money at the end of the mission. Go ahead and take this cash. You are basically home free now. It doesn't matter if you take any of this. At this point, you are succeeded. You have succeeded. You must simply... All you have to do, get to the van. Now I'm going to show you how to do it on loud. And loud is questionably harder, or arguably harder. It's not, like, fully harder, but it could be seen as harder. So for this one, I'm still going to use my concealed, actually, I'm going to use my loud light outfit. So both of these are visible, and since you're armored, you will be seen as armed. Now, since this is your first mission, you probably won't have this kind of gear. So just don't worry about that. So, if you need help with this one, you can do your whole switch objectives thing to plan B, burn it down. Because that's exactly what you're gonna do. Now drop your stuff here, and grab whatever you think you might need. You're definitely going to need a drill. And you're going to need a medkit. For sure, at least one. Now, civilians will look at you funny, by the way. Everybody will look at you funny. And you will be very slow if you want. Okay. So they are alerted now. So there's just no point in doing anything to stop it. Deactivating cameras can be helpful though. Yeah, don't worry about the phone unless you've managed to take somebody hostage at gunpoint. Here's where things can become a little bit difficult. If you stand too close to this, once it starts going, you will be screwed. It will shred through you even with the best armor. Now, that is, by the way guys, I got that from the red backpack that I got in the back alley. There's one spawn location for that, it is in the back alley. It will never be anywhere but the back alley. You guys are probably going to have to like hold off and run around and stuff when these guys get here. I do not, because I have armor, the best armor in the game actually. And actually, while we wait, I need to identify the target box anyways, unless I want to open every single one. So just going to go ahead and do the same thing you do regularly. Search through the archives. Wow, I got a pistol again. So you have to wait for the thermite to be done. You can watch it, but make sure you're at a distance, because if you get close, it shreds through your health. Alright, so once you're in the vault, you have to get the package. And once you've done that, go ahead and click this ladder to get out. If you can, for some reason it's not letting me. Now you can do it the same way as quiet, but loud, but this is the game's idea of the loud. So this is what the game wants you to do if you decide to go loud. Then plus it's just generally easier, because if you do if you do plan A loud, you have to activate, like, you have to hack both security stations to even let you in, which means you absolutely have to be a hacker. And people who like to go loud tend to be mercenaries. Now you can see how much that shredded through my health. I was accidentally standing a bit too close. So you want to stand pretty far away from that. Go ahead and use a medkit if you need to. They're not too expensive, so it shouldn't be a big deal. You'll probably have at least one of those. The more of those you have, the better. You can see, like, that cop went down in not long at all due to the thermite. Because that stuff is brutal. You have to wait for the thermite to burn all the way through the hole in the floor. Consolidate your inventory if you feel like it. If you need another medkit, always go out and grab your bag again. Like, that's something you should always do. Always get a medkit if you need it. Always. Under no circumstances do you avoid getting a medkit unless you need to cover your friend for something. If your friend needs help, help your friend. Be a good friend. And yeah, always remember, even no matter how much space you have in your inventory, you only have 2 gun slots. So choose your weapons wisely. I have a fully upgraded shotgun and a fully upgraded sniper. They're pretty good. Yeah, this one does take quite some time, by the way. So prepare to hold off for a little while. Alright. So now that this has been burnt through, you can get out if you need to, for whatever reason. But what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to escape. Pretty easy. Not too hard. You all can probably manage going loud. It was super fast. Now, it's easy in terms of complexity. However, it does take quite a bit of health and defense to go loud, so I would probably recommend going stealth your first time. You might also get skill points. Go ahead and use those if you have them, because they're the only reason I can use breaching charges, thus the only reason stealth is possible for me. That's today's video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.